Today, we're talking about a brand new graphics collection pack for Final Cut Pro 10. Start off by checking out the link down below to see what this pack includes. And just like the previous packs that I reviewed, this one is just as overwhelming. So having a look at the site, this is a graphics pack. So you're gonna get a lot of graphic animations for Final Cut Pro 10 and Apple Motion. These are fully customizable, going from the text to the colors and to the speed and the type of animation that come within each individual preset. So to go into specifics, we have over 500 high-end items, we have over 22 different categories. They're easy to edit, just drag and drop it within your timeline. They're up to 4K in resolution and up to 60 frames per second frame rate. So ton of different options here, and this will work on the 10.4.7 Final Cut Pro 10 versions and higher. So here we are within Final Cut Pro. We have the graphics collection pack already installed, and you can see how many graphics we have already preset right into Final Cut Pro 10. Everything is very well labeled. 3D devices right here, we have backgrounds, badges, callouts, and so on. And along with these graphics, we also have transitions, and you can see them right here. This is mainly a graphics collection pack, so let's focus on the graphics. They're just drag and drop graphics. So here's a preset. I'm just gonna drag and drop it right into the timeline, and you can see how fluid the animation is. Now I'm working off of a 2016 MacBook Pro, so it might be a little bit choppy, but newer MacBooks and newer computers in general with better processing power will handle this a lot better. But when it comes down to the customization, we can change everything from the color to the text and even the speed of the animation. You can even change the images by using different sources right here. These are drop zones, so you can just select an image and drop it right into this box. So these are standalone graphics, and what I mean by that is that this is not really intended to be placed on top of other footage. This is its own different screen. So let's look at the other options here for that 3D devices category. Here's modern, let me drag and drop it right here, and let's play it back. You can see the text, the animation of the computer screen, and just the little buttons that pop up right here look fantastic. All right, so let's say I want to mix some of the graphics with some footage that I have already in my library. Let's see what that looks like. So right now I have some preloaded footage with a person texting. How can we make this better? Well, what if we animated the text bubbles? So luckily in this graphics collection pack, we have that option. So because this graphics collection is so massive, I'm just gonna search for it. It's called Bubble Chat. And here it is, Bubble Chat. We have a bunch of different options here. So I use iPhone, so I'm gonna use something that looks pretty similar to iPhone. We actually have the vintage iPhone texting animations right here. It looks pretty cool. All right, so this one looks nice and looks pretty similar to that of iPhone text messaging. All we have to do is just drag and drop it over the footage. I'm gonna match up the timing. I'm gonna cut it up right here. Boom. Now, you can see the animations start popping up. Look how animated and great it looks. I want to remove the background to make it look even better because don't forget, we have footage underneath this. So luckily we have the option to remove the background right here. Just check that and boom, we have text messaging. And it just makes this shot so much better. So here you can see the bubble in time, and you can adjust them to make the bubbles come in later or earlier. So going back to some more stock footage, I have a lady here looking at her laptop. How can we make this shot look better? And by the way, this graphics collection pack is especially useful whenever you're doing tutorials or corporate videos for your clients. So let's scroll for some more options here. We have badges, which of course are animated, but for right now, I don't want to use any badges for this specific shot. I want to maybe make a call out. So we have animated call outs as well. And you can even add in images of people. We're gonna drag and drop it over the footage. I'm gonna align the timing, and let's just check out the animation. Cool, so all we really have to do is just reposition it so it doesn't block the whole entire shot. I'm gonna use the position all option, and I'm just gonna move it to the side here, just like that, and then up. But notice how the actual pointer is cut off from the shot. Well, luckily we have the flip option here, which automatically flips everything for us. So all we really have to do now is just reposition it again. and you can reposition the pointer any way you want. Obviously, you will need to be changing the font and the text to make it look better, but what I really like about this is that it's fully customizable on screen, so you can adjust the position of basically anything you want just by clicking and dragging. So you can see all of the text here can be repositioned, and the text can easily be edited within the parameters. Now let's briefly talk about the emotions or emojis. They're all animated and they look great. They do come with a transparent background, so you can literally place this over anything. That's hilarious, right? So all of these are animated and you can adjust them any way you like. You can change the skin color, you can make them red or blue or whatever. You can change the mouth, the eyebrows, you can change the scale, and obviously the position. So there's literally no limit to what you can do with these emojis or emotions. Next, hand gestures. In a lot of corporate videos, they like to add in some animations of hands going up, asking for questions, stuff like that. So this is where you're gonna find all of those cool hand animations. For example, right here, except this one is, this one looks funny going over her head. You can obviously reposition the hand so it's not blocking her, just like that. Or you can do it within the parameters to make it more accurate. And boom, check out the smooth playback right there. Now let's say you don't want to use any stock footage and you just want to build your own animations from scratch and just have your whole entire video animated. Well, guess what? You can. We're going to go to the animated background. So we have a background right here. I'm going to drag and drop it. Let's play it back. Plays back very smoothly. And what you can do is you can drop in, let's say, a badge right here. Boom, 50% off discount. That already looks fantastic, to be honest. You can add as many as you want, change any parameter that you want. So watch, they play back at the same time. You can reposition it, make it look even better. Look at that, we're just missing one more. Let's go ahead and drag and drop another one. Boom, premium. It looks so good. Look at that. It looks like a legitimate commercial. Obviously, it needs a little bit of fine tuning, but you get my point. With these animated backgrounds, you can literally build anything you want from scratch with these simple animations. And lastly, there are two big things that I want to cover, and that is the info bars and the infographics. So for those of you who like to share a lot of statistics, those infographics are going to help you with your content. The info bars are pretty straightforward and simple. They are basically lower thirds, but have a ton of info that pop up. We have options that come up at the bottom of the screen. So for example, if I load in some stock footage, you can see with the info bar, it plays back kind of like a lower third, but again, with a lot more detail. And with that corporate video style, this looks really good. Now let's talk about infographics. For those of you who love to see statistics and like to put them in your videos and make them look good, you're gonna be using infographics. You can see how many options there are right here, and of course they're all animated. That's what makes this so good and engaging for your videos. So if you drag and drop it, you can see how good this looks. And there's so many different options. You can literally drag and drop them all into your timeline, and you can compare them if you like to see which one really suits the style of your video. We have pie charts, we have comparison charts, we have simple line graphs, as you can see right here. All of these are fully customizable. You can even take out the background, so you can have your stock footage or any other footage playing in the background, and it just looks really good. So for example, for this shot, I would probably have the background image or background video lower in opacity just so that we can see the infograph a lot better. So for example, it would play back like this, and you can see how good that looks. Now, to be honest, this video does not do it justice when it comes down to the amount that you're getting with the graphics collection pack, because we still have lower thirds, animated titles, we have typography. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. It's gonna take you years before you even use a third of what this graphics collection pack has. So if you're interested, check out the link down below. You will not be sorry. I mean, this is overwhelming. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through all of these. So if you're interested, again, check out that link and let me know what you think about it in the comments section below. I will see you in another video. Peace.